Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Halim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is Brother Yatabia Wa'ala coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. Okay, Lord's will, it's edifying. But this one's entitled, Rather That You Prophesy. All right, because with all that's going on in the world today, all right, and understanding that, there's a transfer in rulership coming, and Yahweh Shai is about to make his return. With that, what is speaking? Prophecy. All right, well, even Yahweh Shai's return is prophecy. If you read the scriptures, you understand the men of the Lord of old always looked for the coming of Yahweh Shai, the establishment of the kingdom of Yasharallah, all right, the kingdom of Israel. Okay. Well, let me get this first. If you understand Yahweh Shai and his testimony, okay, you understand that prophecy is the main thing, all right? Revelations 19:10, and it says, And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. And this was, John the Revelator seeing the angel. All right, he fell to his feet, but what did the angel say? He said, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So worship Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And what? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You got to be in that spirit of prophecy because that's what it's about. All right? Understanding that, we are about to head into the kingdom of Israel. Yahweh Shai is about to make his return, which is promised, okay? And we have a good shot in being joint heirs. Lord's will, we're of that number. But with that, what is happening? Okay, the Lord gave us signs to look for, all right? There's signs to look for, and us being watchmen, we watch and look for these signs, and then what? We inform the flock. We inform the church, all right? All for the edification, to build up the faith of the believers, all right, the elect, the ones who will actually listen, okay? Now, what's going on? You have World War III, in the midst of World War III, okay? All the tension rising. You have the wars and rumors of wars, all right? You have Esau about to come down with great wrath. He's already setting the stage, okay? He's putting in everything in the books to come down with that great wrath, but also to push his agenda, okay, the MOTB, which is indeed the RFID micro C-HIP, okay? Now, you have a lot of groups out there that are not warning the flock. They're not warning the sheep. They're not going into prophecy. And then, if they try and say they are, all right, they have, broken, bugged out doctrines of prophecy, all right, which is truly not warning the elect. Okay, they're not telling the elect, I should say the hopeful elect right now, which, ultimately it's going to be the elect who listen, all right, who are slated for salvation. But they're not warning, the believers of what the actual MOTB is, because there's an actual MOTB, all right, and it is the micro C-HIP, and that's getting ready to make its big time debut, so to speak, on the world stage. Okay, it's already here. It's just not implemented it yet. All right, but right now the systems are being put into place. Okay, you have the CBDC system, which we've always been talking about, which is a precursor. Okay, which all goes hand in hand to them establishing their hold or their grip, that power, all right, on the people. Okay, and the MOTB, the micro C-HIP, is just going to be the thing that seals it all in. All right, it's that, when you go into the scriptures, it talks about the ol, all right, the accepting of the ol in the ear, if you want to be, a servant forever. Well, on the left hand side, that's what Esau is trying to make you do by taking that C-HIP, by accepting that Esau is the master forever. Okay. But, again, here it is. You have all these groups and we just witnessed it, fighting for the block, whether that's set up. The elder Yashwamba did a video, a beautiful lesson on it earlier. All right, whether that's set up or not, all right, who knows? But hey, we're not supposed to be fighting over blocks. First off, all these blocks are about to be destroyed. That's prophecy. All right, the thermonuclear destruction. Okay? Again, we're trying to get the hell up out of here. We're trying to, herald in the coming of Yahushai. All this division, which again, that's prophecy. All right, the division. All right, all these people going into the wayward doctrines. That's actual prophecy, so we can't get mad. But, we have to preach the truth, all right? We have to preach, all right, the prophecies, okay, that are coming, that are, that the majority of these groups aren't saying anything about. All right, yes, America is about to be destroyed. It's on its last leg, and if you can't see that, okay, then then the Lord ain't dealing with you. All right? Hey, look at how the economy's going. Okay, look at inflation. Look at the moral decay. All right, look at the living situation of the people here. All right, hey, this can't continue. There's no way it can continue. And why is that? The Lord is systematically destroying this place. All right, He's gradually destroying this place because the Lord deals with gradualism as well. All right, but ultimately, hey, not too long, all right, because the scriptures say our salvation is nearer than when we believe. This place is about to be destroyed, all right, so we have to push out these prophecies, all right, and we just read it. The whole testimony you have of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. We got to get into these prophecies, all right. 1 Corinthians, let me jump back to 14:1. It says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, okay. We want all, to desire these spiritual gifts to edify the body, all right? To help the ministry in any way we can. But what does it say? But rather that ye may prophesy, all right? That's the point. Prophecy, because what does prophecy do? When you're, matching up the current events of what's going on and you're relating them to prophecy, you're showing how that is actually prophecy. You're showing how it's speaking. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Then the flock, all right, the ministry can be warned and their faith can be built up, okay? It shows us, it lets us know that, hey, we're almost out of here, all right? It says, for he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto the Most High, for no man understandeth him, howbeit in a spirit he speaketh mysteries. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and or exhortation and comfort. Okay, let me read that verse 3 in the NLT. It says, but one who prophesies strengthens others, encourages them, and comforts them. Okay, why is it comfort to understand prophecy? Because it lets us know where we're at in the timeline of Esau going down and the nation of Israel being established. All right, it gives us that gauge, so to speak, of where we're at in terms of this place being done with. All right, and that's why it's so important to prophesy. All right, yes, it's like certain other groups, they teach and they get into nation building, but again, we can't build a nation here. First off, this isn't even our land. All right, this land is about to be destroyed. Our nation is the nation of Israel. Okay, but understanding that, all right, understanding that this place is going to be destroyed, what are we looking for? We're looking for the kingdom to be established. Okay, we're looking for this place to go down. We're looking for this place to be destroyed. All right, and we're comforted in knowing that when prophecy is speaking, that we're almost out of here. Okay, this is what's most important is prophecy. All right. Let me jump down here. I think it's the verse. Yep, 39. It says, wherefore, brethren, covet to prophecy and forbid not to speak with tongues. And I wanted to get that word covet because we want to covet to prophecy. All right. It says to burn with zeal, to be heated or to boil with envy, hatred, anger, In a good sense, to be zealous in the pursuit of good. All right, we have to be zealous in bringing out these prophecies. To desire earnestly pursue, to desire one earnestly, to strive after, busy oneself about them, to exert oneself for one that he may not be torn from me, to be the object of the zeal of others, to be zealously sought after, to envy. But the point is what? To zealously, all right, to earnestly, to be diligent in prophesying. Okay? Which, let me jump here to Sirach, because again, we read it. It's comforting to understand where we're at in prophecy. All right, it's comforting to understand that this place is about to be destroyed. All right, and Yahushua is about to make his return. Sirach 39:1, it says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and he's occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy." So if you're into the scriptures, all right, you're into knowing the truth, all right, what's going to happen? You're going to be seeking the wisdom, because, in the scriptures, wisdom is found in the scriptures. So how to, live your day to day, how to deal with other men. Again, not brawling. That's a high level wisdom. What scripture says, if at all possible, be peaceable with all men. All right, but it also talks about, Yahushua said, taking the low. All right, how to deal with people. But wisdom is found in the scriptures, and what does it says? And you're going to be occupied in prophecy. So if you're into the scriptures, you're into the truth, all right, you're going to be occupied in these prophecies. Again, because it tells us when the hell we're getting up out of here. All right, the scriptures say measure the times. All right, well, it also says, and I believe it's Thessalonians, okay, that, we're not in darkness like these other people. Okay, Yahushua is not going to come like a thief in the night for us, because we're watching, we're anticipating. Okay, we're hastening the day when Yahushua comes. Unlike these other people who are caught up believing in this society and thinking that this society is going to continue, believing that they can build up the nation of Israel in this society. Okay, which goes totally contrary to what the scriptures say. We're not here to build up anything in this society. All right, we're here to prophesy the downfall of this society. Okay. It says, let me read that one time. Sirach 39:1, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and he's occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy." Again, if you're into these scriptures, you're going to be into the prophecies. All right? Because that's what it's about. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? I'm going to jump over here to, let me go back to the BLB. To Ezekiel. Okay, because how else can you warn the people unless you're in prophecy? All right? Ezekiel 3:17. And it says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman." What are we watching for? Okay, we're watching for the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right? America, known as Babylon the Great. We're watching for the prophecies that let us know that this wicked kingdom is being destroyed. All right, the Lord is systematically destroying this place. We're watching for the return of Yahushua. All right, we're watching for these last few prophecies, the MOTB, the things that the Lord told us to watch for. Okay, it says, "Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me." And that's the point. Okay, well, another one, Jacob's trouble. All right, Jacob's trouble's coming, and well, not only that, but great judgment is coming, and the Lord said he's going to begin at the house of Israel. All right, so with those who know they're Israelites, but here it is, you have Israelites who know that they're Israelites, who aren't given warning, who aren't occupied in prophecy, all right, who are trying to make a living here to think this place is going on. Okay, I mean, it's one thing, yes, we use the world and not abuse it. We understand, we have to do our day to day, but we're not invested here. That's the difference. We are not invested in here, in this place. We want this place to be destroyed. Okay? But again, you have and these men that are not being watchmen, not occupied in prophecy, okay? It's just they're fulfilling prophecy in themselves. They're false prophets. All right? But it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay? And hey, it's by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai that all this information is coming out. Okay? Information of these modern or new so-called news articles. Okay? The current events, that's the better word I wanted to say, the current events that are going on. And then what? The Spirit is having us match them to prophecy. All right? To let us know where we're at in the scheme of things, so to speak. But we're giving warning, okay? Starting from our apostles and elders on down, we are giving warning to what's to come. And there's a lot of judgment coming, okay? Now I'm going to grab this last one. This is also in Ezekiel 33, because you're gonna know, like Elder Yashwamba says, hey, hey, we're gonna see, okay? We're gonna see who's really the men of the Lord. All right, Ezekiel 33:3, it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. So when these prophecies come to pass, all right, the ones that we've been bringing out, the ones we've been telling you by way and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble. All right, you have certain groups that say there is no Jacob's trouble. You have certain groups that say the MOTB is sleeping with white women or sin or an embargo. Okay, I mean, hey, certain groups say Yahushai didn't even do miracles. Okay, just a whole plethora of lies. All right, but it says when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. So these things are going to happen. Yahushai is going to make his return. Okay? The MOTB is going to be implemented. There is going to be a Jacob's trouble. There is going to be a great judgment. There is going to be a thermonuclear destruction. There is going to be a World War III. All right? It says, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. All right? So that's when you'll know, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, all these things that have been said from our apostles and elders on down are going to be true. All right. And if you have eyes to see, okay, if you've been given that gift of faith, you can already see that they're happening as we speak. All right. You can see the Lord working and putting these things into place gradually. Okay. And, hey, he could flip the switch and have it just happen instantly. But everything's on the Lord's time. Okay, but if you're watching, you can see these things. That's the point. All right, a covet to prophecy. We rather that we prophesy. All right, let's be occupied in these prophecies. Okay, because it lets us know that we're almost out of here. Hey, Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Halam Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and above all.